All right, so in the last lecture, we were able to take the backup. So here we can see that this was the backup name and I stored it somewhere here. Yeah, this is the place that I stored it. And now in this particular lecture, let me just increase the time back to 6 hours only. Not, yeah, let's change this to 6 hours. And let me apply this so that this doesn't interfere. And now what we'll do, we'll simply go ahead and restore the backup. So what I'll do, I'll create the namespace itself because we already have the backup of all those namespaces. Let me delete those namespaces. If I delete the namespaces, then data and everything will go away. And then we'll try to restore it. And post restoration, we should be able to do some transaction as well. So let me delete it. So So let me delete the org1 namespace first. So this is going to delete all the resources that are there in the org1, including PVCs as well. Let's see. So there is no resource here. And if I do k get ns, the namespace should also get deleted. Yes, so then the namespace is also deleted. Let's delete the namespace 2 and orders as well. Let it delete, and let's also delete orderer as well. So all the nodes are running in all these three namespaces, like org1 namespace, org2 and order namespace. Let them go away and then we'll do the restoration. So so these namespaces are terminating, and in some time they should go away. Okay, so org2 namespace is gone and orderer should also go away. Yeah, so order is also gone. So all these namespaces are gone, and which means there should be no PVC. This is some Nginx PVC that we are doing. We create while setting up the Velero. Now let's do the restoration, and there is a guide for running the restoration. So you can always refer this particular guide for restoration. So there is one command using which we can get all the backups that are there. So these are all the backups that we created, and this has the expiry of 6 days. Now we can describe any of the backup. This command we have been seeing previously as well. So Velero backup describe, let's run this command, and I can describe it against this particular backup. You can pass any backup name. So this is going to describe what all resources are backed up. So here you can see that the status was completed. Now let's create a restore, and we are going to use the latest backup to create the restore. So I'll run this command Velero restore create. You can give any restore name. So what I prefer to do is I'll give the restore name as restore, and then I'll use the same timestamp. So I can say network restore rather than restore, and then I can give the same timestamp. This will tell me always that this restore was created from which backup, and then I have to give from backup, like from which backup we want to create this particular restoration. And we already have the backup name, so I'm going to use this particular backup, and this should go ahead and create the Velero restoration. Now if I just describe this restoration, so this will take some time because it has a lot of resources or operations to do. So here we can see, let it do it. So this is still in progress phase. Here we can see, and it has 15 items restored, and total estimated item that has to be restored was 339. So it is still in progress. This will take, I think, 2 to 3 minutes, and once that restoration is done, then we should be able to see all the pods and everything, right? And we will try to send some transactions as well to see whether the network is running fine or not. So let me see pod, maybe in Argo namespace. Let's see if that is coming up or not. So chain code has come up, and let me put watch as well so that we can see what all is coming here. Okay, all right, you can see that CA is also coming up, and then we'll, I think the pods, peer nodes and ordering nodes, they will also come up. Let's see what's there in the org2 namespace. So yeah, CA is coming up, and let's see orderer as well. So in the orderer, all the nodes are coming up, all the orders are coming up, and once these nodes are ready, then we can simply go ahead and check the logs as well. Let's see org1 again. The peers are running, they're coming up, and in order, yeah, in order they should come up. Order node should come up quickly. Okay, so some of the order nodes are running. Let's see the logs. Okay, so we can see that there is some leader election going on, and here we can see that it detected our channel called test channel, and once all these nodes are running, then we can simply go ahead and do some transaction as well. So all the 3 nodes, I think all the nodes are running fine, and they have detected the channel as well. Let's see what's going with the peer node. So peer nodes are running fine. Let's take a log of any of the peer. So here, this has also started up, and if we go up, so this also detected our channel called test channel, and the chain code CC go. So this is also ready. I think all the nodes are ready now. Let's validate it one more time. Yeah, all of them are running fine. Now we can simply go ahead and do a transaction. So I'll run this command kubectl HLF chain code invoke. Let's try to pass some different ID now, and let's see whether the transaction is successful or not. Yep, so the transaction is successful, and let's do the query part as well. So we can just refer this particular guide, the chain code section, the transaction section where I showed you how to do the transaction. Let's query the record. This is the older record. Okay, we are getting the data, and let's see the record, which was 1001 that we inserted before the backup. So now we are able to query the data from the network that was done before the backup and before the deletion. So this way you can see that we are able to restore the fabric network, and this way you can also set up your backup jobs. So all you have to do is just set up the right value for the cron job here. So give the right value, and based on the value, this is going to take the backup at that specified interval. So just to conclude what all we discussed in this particular lecture, I'll open the guide again. So in this particular lecture, we saw how to get all the backups that are there. Then we did a describe of that backup, and then we did a restoration as well. And once we did the restoration, we were able to see that all the nodes came back with the data, like whatever data was there. And using this way, you can always ensure that the uh, 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 restorations are possible using Valero, and that we validated as well. So this was it for this lecture, and I'll see you in the next one.